ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਅਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਪਿਰਾਮਿਡ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਦੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody who are watching us live on our Facebook platform from the different regions of the globe and from India. As I have said before, the trend of bringing our international university and college partners on this platform is being continued so that you can understand from each university and the college that things are better. Things are getting better and your opportunities are still there. Your dreams should still be intact to study abroad. So continuing that trend, I will not take much time. I hope everybody who's watching us live right now are safe and sound with their families. And today I'm honored and it's a great pleasure to welcome another prominent partner of Pyramid Services, that is Toronto School of Management. I have Mr. Hitanshu Bhardwaj, who's the business development manager at the college, who's joining us live right now. And I have also joined by none other than Sophia, who represents TSOM, and she is in Canada right now. She is the International Student Recruitment Manager, and she happens to be an alumni of the school as well. So, Sophia, thank you so much for joining us live today from Canada. Hitanshi, thank you so much for joining us live today. I hope you guys are doing well. How are you?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amandeep. I'm really honored to be here. I'm very excited. Things at Toronto are getting better. So I'm joining here as it's the morning in Toronto, and I'm very happy to be here.
Perfect.
Right. First of all, thank you, Amandeep, for having us over here, and giving us this lovely platform to speak to the lovely audiences. Pyramid Services is our preferred partner. So guys, if you miss this today's session, you feel free to get in touch with Pyramid Services. They'll be able to help you do an application for Toronto School of Management.
Right. Absolutely. We'll be happy to help. As Hitanshi said, that we are recruitment partners with USOM from quite a number of years now. Just to quickly jump on the questions which I believe the students have in their mind, and I would like to ask them on their behalf. Starting off with you, Sophia. So, like you just said, things are getting better in Toronto. So, how are things right now when it comes to the COVID-19 cases and the vaccination, and also the support, the student-centric policies which are already there for the students? But how are things looking from Canada right now?
Thank you, Amandeep. Things are looking good overall. That would be the first thing that I wanted to say. So we had a lockdown. We are still in lockdown for the last couple of months. But as far as it goes for vaccinations, if I'm not mistaken, we're already on 60% of the population in Ontario that got the first shot and on the way to get the second shot. Cases are going down. We do have still high cases, but cases are going down. I feel like the general environment in the city is also like being more calm right now. So people are out optimistic. We are looking forward to open our patios very soon. They were saying in the next 2 weeks or week and a half. So I think that things would get better very, very soon. They are already getting better. So it's very comforting to hear. But right now we're still under a lockdown.
Right. But it's good to know that, like you mentioned, 60% of the population has been vaccinated in Ontario region, and I believe that's the same for Canada overall as well. Hitanshuji, you are based out in India right now. You know there are a lot of challenges. Our situation got a little worse lately since April, and medicals, then flight restrictions, and then the examinations delay. The students again had the feel of stress and worry that is there still a possibility for them, or they should wait. So how do you see things from your end?
Basically, Aman, I think the students should utilize the time, this time while they're sitting at home, because things, as you can say, approximately all across India, the situation is same. Places are under lockdown. But I don't think that this should stop students from applying for the next intakes, because anyway, it's a process of close to a month or so that it would take for them to reach to the stage of visa filing. So at least they should be prepared, so as and when things get normal and the visa application center opens up, medical starts happening, biometric starts happening. So at least they should be at that stage, that moment of time, to get everything sorted quickly. But if they'll apply for an offer letter at that moment of time, so they're losing time and they'll probably lose an intake or so. So technically, I think if they're sitting at home now, I believe some of them, they would not have an IELTS score. So we can give them conditional offer letter, and from conditional to unconditional offer letter, the status can change within 24 hours. So they've got an opportunity to at least apply now. It would save their time, and they might be able to, come in earlier, intake earlier, rather than if they apply later on when things get back to normal.
Right. Very, very well said, Hitanshuji, because that's the kind of approach we are also carrying and communicating with the students, that don't sit at home waiting for things to get better. Please make sure that all the activities which can be done are taken care of, because that way you'd be able to have your file or your application in queue. If you start from scratch, you'll probably lose the intake, and there is going to be a gap in your application, which is again going to impact a lot of things for you. So, so
Sorry,
very
I
well
just
explained.
wanted to add for Hitanshu. So I just wanted to second what Hitanshu said. It's a very, very valid point. So like, this is the time I feel for students to actually invest in themselves. So we are locked, I understand that, but the opportunities are still open. And as an international student in Canada, what I was so surprised to see is how understanding and supportive the Canadian government is. So basically they changed the regulations, like whoever was was aware of all the changes in the policies that have been made in the last couple of months. You can see how Canada is basically trying to embrace all the students and support them to make sure that their experience is as positive as possible. And I was lucky enough, so during the pandemic, yes, I was supposed to enroll in Yorkville on a later stage, but I decided to do it as soon as possible, because this is the time that you're already locked at home. Invest in yourself, invest in your education. It's basically the best investment you can do. And the government was very, very keen to have all these students. So basically right now students can start their programs from home, so you don't even need to have to be in Canada right now. You can start it from India, you can start it from your home country, get adjusted, live with the parents a little bit, save a little bit of more money, and then you can arrive. And nothing gonna hurt to, like, specifically for like the route that I'm taking, it's not gonna hurt my PGWP afterwards. Because if you're following their policies and all the updates, you can understand like that you shouldn't stop your plans for arriving to Canada just because of the pandemic. Actually, you can benefit from it if you understand fully the whole situation. Thank you. I just like that.
I want to add a thing as well here. So as Sophia said, that even if students start their classes, online, and so TSOM has got this, fantastic refund policy running at the moment. So if you start a program online, and if you do up to 50% of the program online, even if your visa, does not come, there would only be a deduction of 250 Canadian dollars plus a proportion of your books and material fee. So, rest all of your money would be refunded. So this is a great thing which we have come up with. And if a student wants to start online, we are encouraging students to start online, because this is the new normal. I mean, in today's world, we don't know when things gonna get normal. But actually, time does not wait for anyone. Time would not stop. And as you said, by the time things would become normal, eligible student might become uneligible because of the gap. So I'll still urge students, at least give it a thought and try and invest in yourself this time, in yourself.
True. Very well said. Like the way you both have explained the ideology that a student should carry while they are in India or any of the country they're from to Canada. And also, like Sophia has specified, the pointers related to the policies. Absolutely right that the policies that are designed during the COVID times by the Canadian governments are student-centric and student-supportive. So like both of our partners have been mentioning about the current platform being used as an opportunity rather than as a worry, please make sure all the viewers who are watching us, all the parents who are watching us right now or will be watching us later on, Don't wait. Be patient, but proper planning is needed while you put your application. Understanding the policies and understanding the support, like Toronto School of Management is supporting with the refund policy, like Hitanshudi has mentioned. So, and also the 31st December policy that, if you apply, if you study till 31st December in India, in your home country, and if you even complete your whole program, you have the post-study work permit eligibility with you, like Sophia ji also said. So just continuing to these pointers, Hitanshu, I would ask this question to you: the May 15th guidelines, right? That if you apply before May 15th, you'll get your visa around August of 6th. That created a lot of confusion. There was a lot of miscommunication. I should not say this, but by a lot of agents also, that you will not get your visa if you apply after 15th May, which is not practically possible. So what would you like to say to our viewers? They should apply. Would they get their visa or would they not?
See, Aman, that was a statement which was interpreted by different people as per their own convenience.
Right.
Right. So the statement did not say that if a student applies after 15th of May, they would not get a study permit. Right. It only said that if somebody applies before or on 15th, they'll get their decisions by August, right? 6th of August, right? It did not say that if you apply after 15th of May, your applications would be, would not get a favorable decision or would not get a decision. So that was just a statement interpreted by different individuals as per their own convenience. Right. So we still have time, guys. So it was not written anywhere that you'll not get a study permit if you apply after 15th of May. We still are, accepting applications for our July intake. The good thing about Toronto School of Management is that we've got multiple intakes. So if you miss July, we got September. If you miss September, we got November. If you miss November, we got January. So it's every alternate month we got an intake. So if you miss one, by the time you get ready for the next one, it would be time. So that is the good part about Toronto School of Management.
Absolutely. That's why I asked this question to you, because the intakes factor is also there, which is a big benefit for the students. Quickly jumping to the next question. So Sophia, like you mentioned during your introduction as well, that you have been an alumni of the school, and so you have gone through the life of a student at the campus. So would you like to share with our viewers how your experience has been? What kind of opportunities you saw? What kind of benefits as a student you saw while pursuing education? And also if you can talk about the kind of education itself, the pedagogy, the teaching pedagogy at the college.
Thank you, Amandeep. Okay, I love talking about TSAM. I don't want to do it too long because I have a lot of things to mention. Overall, my experience with TSAM was incredible. I am a proud TSAM alumni. I'm on the website. I have my testimonials. I was one of the first students to join the college in November 2018. It was beautiful for me to see how the college has grown since then. Like, we built so many departments, more people, but it was still the most beautiful thing about TSAM is that it's a small family that you have in Canada when you arrive. So the attention is very personal, and you feel always so welcome. So TSAM in general, at the moment, we have students from more than 90 countries. Back then, I would say it was probably 50, but now it's 90 countries. And students from all around the world, they arrive, and they're so, it's usually their first experience in Canada. So you always feel very welcome and comfortable to have new friends, everyone practicing their English. You don't feel uncomfortable if your English level is not that good. And at the same time, the professors are very understanding as well. So all the professors, our faculty is, for me, incredible, especially now that I can compare it between the colleges and institutions. Like, you see how TSAM's faculty, all of them are well experienced in their industry. So it's not that it's just a teacher that reads the curriculum and just explains you the concepts. It's people that worked in this industry, have experience in this industry. They're happy to share it with you, all their experience in this Canadian, for me, it was business, so with the Canadian business sector. just to ensure that you understand fully all the concepts. So it's not just about the studies, it's about explaining and very, hands-on practice kind of attitude. So when we're looking at TSAM, one of the other things education-wise that I was very comfortable about was the educating system. So it's the block system. So basically we're going through modules, and every module is about 3 weeks long, that is focused solely on one subject. So you are with this professor for 3 weeks studying one single subject to make sure that you're completely proficient, doing small tasks and quizzes all this time to make sure that you finish the module, you understand the subject, and you go to the next one. And you always have breaks in between. So as you or everyone knows, students do have the option to work full-time on these scheduled breaks. So like it makes your schedule much more flexible. I'm just trying to see that I'm not missing anything. Basically, so like generally, what I was very happy about in TSAM is that it helped me to get, I would say, get into Canada. So it's the first milestone, and it's a very good milestone for students that come for Canada for the first time. And then you can decide what's going to be your next step. If you want to stay, if you want to go to another college, it's a very, very good incubator for students.
Right. The passion with which you were speaking, the emotion with which you were speaking clearly depicts the kind of life you had at TSOM and the kind of, family-oriented touch that you just mentioned, that it gave you, that you feel connected. And that's the beauty of Canada as well. That's what people like about Canada, that it's more of a family, right? Everybody is so welcoming. I was talking to one of our students the other day, and he said that everybody says hi to you. You don't even know the people, and they say hi to you. They say, how are you doing? So you feel good about it. And specifically in these times, where mental stress has become a big worry for everybody, that's really beautiful. So that's about the college and the experience that you had. But there's also the point which I believe the viewers would like to know, how you reached there. So if you allow me, I'll ask this question to Hitanshu. So Hitanshu, as an Indian student, what should be my eligibility criteria, and what are the programs that are available for me? And also to add on the third question, which is very important for the parents, what's the fee structure?
Perfect. I'll answer it, Aman. So the programs which we have, we got a business school where we got different programs in business. So we got a program in business administration. We got a program in business management. We got a program in digital marketing. We got a program in data analytics. So these are our business school programs. Then we got a hospitality school as well. So we got programs, diploma in hospitality and tourism management. We got an advanced diploma in hospitality and tourism management as well. Then we got a IT program as well, which is a diploma in cybersecurity specialist. The good part about all these programs is all of our programs are with co-op. So a student has an option. If they want to apply with a co-op, they can. If they want to apply without a co-op, they can. So, but I would prefer students applying with a co-op, because it gives them an opportunity to have a Canadian experience while they're studying, doing their programs. And it gives them an, opportunity to get into a graduate job after completion of their program. So if I was a student, I would have probably chosen a co-op program over a normal program. Right. So if we talk about the entry criteria for all of our programs, so we require academically 50% in year 12 and IELTS overall 6 with 5.5 in one module, or PTE overall 52. Right. So this is the entry criteria which we require. Right. If we talk about the tuition fee for the student, this is, I think, a very good part which the parents should listen very carefully, because this is a very good opportunity for students to save money. right? So our 1-year diploma, the price ranges from 9,000 Canadian dollars to 11,000, approximately 11,000 Canadian dollars. For a 2-year program, right? Our prices are 12,500 Canadian dollars for a full 2-year program, right? We got a scholarship running in the name of Love Canada at the moment. So for our South Asian students, if somebody is applying before 31st of August, this scholarship applies to them, and the scholarship is up to 9,500 Canadian dollars. It's different for different program, but it's up to 9,500 Canadian dollars. So for our 2-year program, the net fees is 12,500 Canadian dollars. So technically, 1-year fees, which would make a student eligible to apply for under SDS category, would be 6,750 Canadian dollars. So guys, I think it's a fabulous opportunity, and I think this fee would actually be, return on investment would be easier if somebody chooses this competitive fee and they plan to come to Toronto School of Management.
Right, right. And I believe the fee structure per year at TSOM is the cheapest in Canada, probably. It's very student friendly, or I should say it's very parents friendly, if I talk about the fee structure. And I would request if you guys can talk about the pathway opportunities, the credit transfer opportunities the students also have. That would be great.
Sophia, I'll leave that up to you then.
Yes, thank you, Tanshu. So I can elaborate more about the Yorkville pathway that Toronto School of Management has at the moment, and Hitanshu can tell a little bit more about the UCW one. But basically, we are offering multiple different pathways for TSAM. The one that I'm taking as a student from TSAM, so I'm taking the pathway with Yorkville University through the business management diploma with co-op. So as I was mentioning, for me, TSAM was the first milestone in Canada, and it was a really great preparation to my academical part, basically in life. So I finished high school, and when I was 21 years old, I decided to come to Canada, and I haven't had a degree from home. So for me, it was all pretty much new. And basically the current pathway that we have with TSAM is you complete 2 years of the diploma in business management, and then you transfer your credits to Yorkville University. You get exempted, of course, for the course that you completed, and you get an extra scholarship as a TSAM student. So if I'm not mistaken, Hitanshu, correct me if I'm wrong, it's about 7,000 Canadians at the moment. So it's even cheaper than what I was paying back then. And in a year and a half or 2 years, depends on like how intensive you want to take your courses. In my case, it's a year and a half of courses that I'm taking with Yorkville. I will graduate by the end of the year and will be eligible for 3 years of postgraduate work permit through this path with TSAM. So for me, it was 2 years with TSAM. It's going to be a year and a half with Yorkville, and I will get my PGWP. And the benefits are tremendous. So yes, of course, you can always go directly to the university and just get the degree and everything. But if students have a similar profile to mine, so I was young, I wasn't really sure about what I want to study. I thought the business should be nice. I never studied it before. I've never been in Canada before I arrived to Canada in TSAM. So for me, it was a very big risk to start investing right away in a degree. So it's first of all, it's a lot of funds, a lot of money. If in a year, in 2 years, I would regret it and I would want to go home, I would basically go without any diploma, any certificate, and I would go back. And I'm not sure about business in general, so I just want to try it first. So the decision to go to TSAM for me was brilliant because I had this time to come to Canada to get this, incubator that is called TSAM, like to get used to Canada, to understand what I like, have the professors to support me to excel my academic skills, my English, like I can't even compare it to 2 years ago. Understand that first of all, I like business. Second of all, I love Canada. And I wasn't worried. So I always told to myself, okay, I'm going to go to this journey to Canada. I'm going to do 1 year. Even if you do 1 year, you have business administration program. You do 1 year, do 2 years. I don't like it. That's fine. I go back home with Canadian education, Canadian work experience with my co-op, improve my English, get new friends, go back home. That's not an issue. But yeah, of course, eventually I decided that I love Canada, and I had this Yorkville pathway that was signed basically when I was still a student. So I took an advantage of it. And yeah, I think for me, I can't even imagine myself going directly to university, to be honest. Like for me, it was a really, really strong preparation. And I feel like I'm much more prepared to graduate. And yeah, I think that this is the pathway. I think that's something that really, really should be highlighted in TSAM, and to understand that, yes, it sounds a little bit, I would say, messy to study in this college, transfer to this college, but it's not like this. If you look at this as direct admission, it's just even simpler process that will get you more benefits at the end.
Right. Like you said, that it apparently, if you sometimes hear that it's a process of moving from one college to another one, but it's not that scary or it's not that tough. It's a very smooth and a very a simple transaction, because we have also seen it in the past. Our students have studied at TSOM and have gone through this process. So thank you so much for adding your prospect to this, Sophia. So Hitanshu, would you like to share about UCW pathway as well?
It is pretty much the same, Aman. So basically, a student needs to study the first 2 years with us. Then he has an option to complete the degree in 1.5 years or 2 years, depending upon how quick they do the modules, right? So it is pretty much the same. Plus, while they enter UCW, they also get a TSOM alumni scholarship, like they do once they go to Yorkville as well. So that is added advantage for our TSOM students, right? It's just that while studying at TSOM, they would have experienced the life in Toronto. While if they want to stay in the same city, they can always choose Yorkville. But if they want to explore another part of Canada, they can always go to UCW, which is in Vancouver. So it gives them an opportunity. See, if I've been an international student myself, so the transition which is there from your home country to the country where you are going to study, is something which the student chooses from offshore. But while they are studying onshore, if they get an opportunity to explore another city, I would have taken it for like a semester or a trimester, if because I went for a 1-year program, right? So but here the student is getting a luxury of actually enjoying half of the studies in one location, and if they half in another one. So I think it's a good opportunity.
So thank you so much, Hitanshu, and thank you so much, Sophia, for sharing your inputs about the pathway options that are available for the students. And also, it's great to hear from you both about the current scenario, how things are in Canada, how Canada is looking at the current situation, and also the situation of India. All the viewers who are watching us live right now, like we have specified again and again, and also it has been said by our partners at TSOM, that you should apply, you should not wait. There are offers in terms of conditional offer support. There are opportunities of scholarships. There are opportunities of bursaries. There are opportunities of less fee. Like, Hitanshu said, that the 1-year college fees around $6,500, or if I have to be precise, $6,750. So it's quite cheap for you, and you still have that opportunity. There are intake options available for you. Every 2 months, there's an intake at TSOM. So you can always have that opportunity of deferring your application. But like we have specified again and again, be well versed with the policy framework of the Canadian government, and be well versed with the policies at the college, so that you don't get into any challenge while you apply for your application or you start your education. So on that note, thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you so much, Hitanshu, for joining us for this live session. And thanks to all the viewers. Please stay safe and healthy. Guys, please take care of yourself. We hope we meet you soon. And if in case any of the viewer has any question to ask, you can always contact us on the number that is shared on the screen below. You can speak to our experts, or if you want to visit our office, few of our offices are open Monday to Friday for a limited time frame, as per the rules and regulations set by the districts of different regions. So thank you so much again. Thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you so much, Hitanshu, for
Thank you
this
so
session.
much. Thank you so much, Amandeep. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Pyramid Visa for a better life.